Hi, I'm Tim from lapsandShutter.com, and today we're going to cover what to do if your LG TV is flickering and how to fix it with hopefully just a few minutes of your time. So we've got 9 possible fixes for what to do if your LG TV is flickering. I'm going to briefly cover each of these, and you can see more details for all of them in the linked article that's in this video's description. So most of the time an LG TV will flicker because of a loose cable input, incorrect display settings, or a failing backlight. But we'll start with the simpler fixes and then move on to the hardware fixes later. So to start with, you should try power cycling your TV. So just switch off and unplug it, hold down the physical power button for at least 15 seconds. Wait for 30 minutes for any residual power to drain from the capacitors, and then plug your TV back in and try switching it on. For most people, this will fix the flickering problem, but if not, then we'll move on to the next step. So if you've got an LG OLED TV, they run a scheduled pixel refresh at regular intervals, and that prevents image retention and stuck pixels. And so that works by scrolling a horizontal bar down the screen. And running this can help fix any flickering you might see. So to initiate this manually, go to Settings, Picture, OLED Panel Setting, and then Pixel Refresher. But don't try running this more than once in quick succession. It can damage the peak brightness and colour reproduction of a TV, but running it once is fine, and this does run on its own at regular intervals anyway. If you've got an older TV, then just try changing your picture settings. So press Settings on your remote, go to All Settings in the Picture menu. You can try changing the various picture modes, switch off energy saving, and adjusting the panel brightness and the gamma. So the energy saving mode is in Settings, All Settings, Support, Energy Saving. Just try switching that off and seeing if that gets rid of the flickering. You can also try running a picture self-test. This will tell you if it's a software issue that's causing the problem. So that's in All Settings, Support, and then Screen Self-Diagnosis, and just follow the steps. If that says everything's fine, then it's probably going to be something hardware related that's causing the flickering. So first of all, just try it, just make sure it's not a problem with your HDMI cables, with a faulty cable or a damaged cable or a damaged port. So take all your HDMI cables out, give them a good clean with compressed air, and put them back in again. You can also try putting them into a different HDMI port. And you can also just try taking all of the cables out, then opening your on-screen menu and just see if the flickering is over the on-screen menu. If it is, that probably means that your external connections are fine and the issue is within the TV. So before we take your TV apart, just try updating the firmware. Smart LG TVs should auto-update their firmware. So you can just check that's on by going to Settings, All Settings, Support, Software Update, and just check auto-update is ticked. Older TVs, it's in All Settings, General, About this TV, and Auto Updates, and there would also be a Check for Updates button so you can manually check you're running the latest version. For TVs that don't have that, you'll need to update by USB. There's more details in the linked article below. So finally, before we get into the hardware fixes, just try running a factory reset. So that's press Home on your remote and All Settings, then General, System, Reset to Initial Settings, and then into your pin, which is 4 zeros, and restart it. There's also some tips on what to do if you don't have your remote or if you've forgotten your LG TV pin. That's in the linked article below if you need to get past that step. But if you've done all that and the flickering is still there, then there's probably some issue with either the T-Con board, the main board, or the power board within your TV. So you're going to have to open up the back of your TV for this, which will invalidate the warranty. So only do this if your TV is a few years old. But there's more info on how to do this and what to do in the linked article below. If you're seeing the flickering just in one little spot only, rather than across the whole screen, then this can be a sign of a backlight issue. So it could be a voltage inverter problem, or it's probably most likely to be an individual LED that's failing, or an LED strip that's failing. They come in short strips, about 16 inches or so, and they have a cold soldered joint between them, and that can often fail. So again, you'll need to take the back cover off your TV and have a look at them. You do have to take off quite a lot of your TV. There's quite a lot of work to do, but I mean it's pretty easy for everyone. Just remember which bits you've unplugged and where to plug them back in. There's more details on how to do this in the linked article below.